About time to get the party started. And with the terrible towels waving wildly, we are underway from Pittsburgh. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw on the first play, McCarthy. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. This defense for the Steelers, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. You look at this Steeler defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this?
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. Inside the 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Moody good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now their versatile running back. Here's Austin Eckler. And he'll take this up only to about his 8th. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9. Watson now to throw. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 46 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36. The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. The Steelers at 9-6 now. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Henry again on 2nd down. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10. Henry up the middle. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Henry going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Faking the give. Now Watson. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Johnson. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now McCarthy. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Here's McCarthy. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. Room here to run. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. He let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
On play action, McCarthy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Swift is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Watson off play action. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
A toss right to Henry. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh 1st. That toss play right, we know it's one of the successful plays they have in their arsenal, and they showed you why there.
And remember, in order for it to be successful because it's a little bit of a slower developing play. Those blocks at the line of scrimmage have to be kept, have to be held so that the runner can get to the corner and turn it upfield.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
From the 50, it's Watson.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Here's Watson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Watson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. So the completion good for 7 there. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late, because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Derrick Henry with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Looking to throw McCarthy. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
To the air with McCarthy. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Throwing again, McCarthy.
It's caught inside the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
Man open is Robinson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it. Somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the Rook with a heck of a catch.
Down to the 42, second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Throwing is McCarthy. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it makes it third down and 2 yards to go. Looking to throw. McCarthy.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Steelers will take over here just shy of the 30.
He's had a fantastic rookie season. Made a lot of revenue throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. 2nd and 10.
Here's Watson. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, they matched their opponent's pick six from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And, Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. That's for the opposing offense. You wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Back to throw, Watson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is in running back drop.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Antonio Johnson.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Throw left side complete. That's Washington. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Darnell Washington.
His second touchdown on the season.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Again, it's Henry. And he'll go out of bounds after taking a little further down inside the 40.
57 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. Wide open receiver complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Cole Kmet, 36 yards.
And the Steelers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
We are off to the 4th quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
To the air again, McCarthy. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That throw right on the money from the quarterback from Michigan. It's a 1st down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Completes it again to Dobbs. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Romeo Dobbs from 17 yards out. And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Inside handoff, Henry. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's got him in. Complete. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
To throw is Watson. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Zay Flowers.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Extra point try now for Moody.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape. And this is going to be intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. He'll buy some time right. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try and hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback who's going to his left. A little bit tougher.
Exactly.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Caught out left side by Robinson. And out of bounds right around the 20.
Second and 7 from the 20.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. First and 10 here.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Here's second down and 3.
Now a handoff to Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
A big play looming on third down. Here's Watson. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Now McCarthy. Got Dobbs over the middle. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Romeo Dobbs
with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Chiefs strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th.
Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
Now he'll give it up on the reverse.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
This is 1st and 10. Watson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. To throw, Watson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that could be used against them.
Watson to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Now Watson. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game. So now it's 2 straight drives that end with an interception.
And the first time, the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their second pick on 2 drives.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Kansas City, the victory gets them back to 500, 8-8 on the year. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. And with that, we say so long from Pittsburgh.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more. see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more.